Good morning to you. Good morning to
Morning to
Todd.
you.
Good morning, dear viewers. Good morning to you. Why did I do that? I'll tell you why. Because first thing this morning, as I'm sitting enjoying my morning cup of coffee, Roberta starts playing these musicals off of YouTube. It's for an Apple TV show called Shimagoo. Shimagoon. And it's kind of like a spoof, a parody of like the 1940s musicals, when people are just having conversation and all of a sudden they break out into song and dance. Anyway, it's really cute and they've got some really talented actors in it. So if you've got Apple TV, look at Shimagoon. So anyway, how are you this morning, Todd?
I'm all right.
Can't break into a little song there for me.
I don't know. I think I'm outdone. I don't think I could have topped that. Let me think. I'll come up with something maybe.
Okay.
Uh,
So did you have a good evening?
uh, yeah, yeah. I watched the rest of 1923. There's only like 8 episodes, and they leave it on just the whole world is crashing down around them. Come back for season 2 when we'll show you who shot JR and all that stuff. I don't know when season two's gonna be, but there you go. 1923 is a prequel to Yellowstone.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
So it's the same ranch house, just uh,
Yeah.
70 years earlier or 60 years earlier.
Is that that's the one where they take them to the train station, right?
Yep.
My my brothers really like that, and I have never watched it.
Be right back.
Sure, go ahead. Um, Good morning, Craig. I hope you're having a good morning down south. As I didn't say down under, because you're just in Alabama. I'm using a different computer this morning. My other one seems to overheat, so I've got to. Good morning, James.
Okay, I'm back. I had to kiss an angel. Good morning. Love her. Tell her that I'll miss her when I am gone. Kiss an angel. Good morning. Love her like the devil when I get back home.
Very good. Very good. Now we get Scott on here.
Yeah. There's my song.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna vacuum it out in a little bit. I gotta it's take it. It's big. I gotta take it off the desk and take it into the kitchen so I can get a vacuum cleaner hooked to it and not bother Roberta.
Well,
That's what I was gonna do.
that sucks.
Thank you, Lag. But that's man. Back when I was working at Staples and I was doing computer work out there, this guy brought a computer in and he said it just starts running and then all of a sudden it shuts down. And I said, okay. So got everything signed in. I said, just hold on a minute. I got to run a quick diagnostic on it. And I pulled the top off of it, and that sucker, the smell of cigarettes just about knocked me out. And so I turned around and I looked at assistant manager, and I said, Jimmy, go get me a can of air freshener, please. And so she ran off and got one. We sprayed the front end of the store down with it. But after I vacuumed it out, I don't know how air was getting to the motherboard at all. It was so clogged up. So I vacuumed it out and turned it on, and it started running like it's supposed to. And I put the cover back on it, and then ran this diagnostic tool we had, and then charged him $49.95 to vacuum out his computer. Yeah, I mean it was terrible. It was something else. Lynn Shark, how you doing? Okay, you doing good this morning? Oh, sorry, I asked you that before. Sorry, I got too much going on. Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
James W says I have a shipment coming from Hong Kong. I guess. So you ordered that from Walmart.com. You do it for 25. Good morning, Julie. You
Walmart.
know, they had some pretty good tools, but they had some pretty crappy tools too. I guess they're letting people. I mean, hell, you can ship something from Hong Kong cheaper than you can ship something to Alabama from North Carolina.
Yeah, I imagine that's right.
I mean, seriously, you know, that bag of stuff I got from Timu, which it came from up north. It didn't come from overseas, but you know, you can order stuff from Hong Kong and it's like $1.99 shipping. Yeah, that's what irritates me. And what another thing that grinds my gears is when you know you're paying what you know as a reseller, you're knowing that the seller is charging way too much for shipping, and it takes it 2.5 weeks to get here. You paid for overnight shipping basically, and they're shipping it. What's that thing? The USPS FedEx thing, where it just bounces around the damn country for a damn 2 weeks and then it gets to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I forget what it's called too. So I
Smart
got
Post.
a.
Thank you, Craig. Smart Post. I
Gotcha.
don't think it's too damn smart about it at all.
I got an order yesterday for a DeWalt drill,
Good morning, Vintage.
electric drill, and the drill is $28 and $14 shipping, right? Which is fine ordinarily. But then I looked at the order and it said Puerto Rico, and I went, oh crap. So I go to print the label, and the priority mail is $31. So I went,
Dang.
oh crap. I went and looked at FedEx, and it was like $38. I'm like, oh crap. I scrolled to the bottom where it said parcel select, and it was $15. Oh, man. So a lot of times parcel select is a good thing. No, I don't do calculated shipping. On items like that, I usually just click restricted areas or places I won't sell to,
Right.
and I always do U.S. protectorates because if it's not going in a flat rate package, I ain't gonna ship it to Guam or Puerto Rico or Virgin Islands or American Samoa and stuff like that. That's just I will miss out on those buyers. I know, but hey,
Right. Yeah, but sometimes it's just the hassle of shipping overseas.
yeah. I mean, it was fine with the parcel select, but
Right.
it'd probably take a month for it to get there. But old Juan, he can kind of wait, I guess.
Good morning, Anessa. You know, I try to be really not really accurate, but I really like to be kind of in the general ballpark when I ship something. You know, I just I'm not make I don't want to make money off of it because you know what, it gets to the point where you're paying as much for the item and you go to Amazon and get it shipped to you free, and you know you're not going to have any problems because if you get it and you don't like it, you just call Amazon. They say throw it away or keep it or send it back. You know,
Uh,
they give you a label to send it back, and it's so much easier. And
Vintage Memories said, I have just now opened my store back up to international shipping, trying to make sure the heavier items are not on the list. Now, are you talking about the eBay used to be global shipping program, or are you talking about if you're if you're on eBay's international shipping, you're only going to be out the cost to ship it to Erlanger, Kentucky to the warehouse there. And then eBay charges the foreign customer um, the rest. But yeah, if you're shipping internationally, what's changing?
yeah, I
Like
thought
what?
they were the shipping was changing. The international shipping, the whatever they call it program,
I
where
think
you're
it's
sending
just
it
eBay
to
international shipping, isn't it? Something like
yeah.
that. Oh, it's not necessarily only going to be in Erlanger, Erlanger.
Yeah, I thought somebody else was saying that there was a place out west that they were shipping to.
Well, I hope not. My shipping to Erlanger is not that bad. Right. Well, they already have their own shipping program, Vintage. They don't have global shipping anymore, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, eBay International Shipping. Yeah. I've been on that for, gosh, 7, 8, 9 months, maybe a year. Anyway, my only job is to get it to the, what is it, Whitney Bowes? Something like that.
Right.
Or whatever it is now. I hope they have their poop in a group. Your highest order. Wow. How much was that, Anissa? Congrats on the sale. E- EIS is phasing out. So what's next? Is it going to cost us more money to ship? Poop in a group.
Yeah, Landshark, I know that. You had to take it to the UPS, USPS, excuse me.
Littlest pet shop toys sold for $650.
Dang.
Holy shnikes.
Okay, there's your not BYOP. Bring your own bottle.
For
That's
sure.
the
For sure. Bottle of booze message for
yeah.
today.
That's your be on the lookout for. Well, Bolo, littlest pet shops.
Wow. International shipping. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't remember seeing that. Well, is it going to cost more, Vintage Memories? Is it going to be more expensive for us?
Well, people that want this stuff and that are legit will pay whatever they got to pay because they could because everybody was shipping through the global shipping program. They hit them up for the value and the import fees and all that kind of stuff. So it runs up the price.
They won't pay taxes and duties up front. What do? The package goes to a pickup center, and then when they pick it up, then they pay their taxes and duties.
What if they choose not to do that?
I
Does
don't
it get
know.
sent back?
That could get to be a problem then,
I mean,
because if they refuse delivery at the place they're supposed to pick it up, then everybody's already out the cost of shipping at that point. They pay them in country. Well, James, are they charged in country when they make the purchase or when they do the pickup? Because that could be poop in a group for sure.
yeah, because people have talked about having items returned that the people just didn't go pick them up, in foreign countries. And yeah, that's what I would think too. They're held at their local post office and they have to pay it, James, when they go pick them up. But what if they get there and they find out they got to pay $20 in taxes and whatnot, and say, "Forget it, I'm not picking it up."
So it'll be no returns for sellers. Okay. Well, is the new service going to cost us more to ship from here to wherever the warehouse is going to be? Only Todd's pay more. Shut up, Sadie.
So, Mr. Sadie is the one we're going to have when we do the Queen City Picker and Friends show, the musical at night, because he can sing. He can really sing.
eBay's going to sell it themselves? Man, I bet they had to put on a whole new crew of people to list and sell that stuff. Are they just going to load it onto pallets and do bulk pallet purchases of eBay returns? They're going to send them all to you, Tom. That's what Roman says. Hi, Roman. And hi, everybody in the chat that I haven't said hi to, which I haven't.
Good night, good morning, anytime. Yeah, if they're shipping it through the postal service, the postal service is going to ship it back if somebody don't pick it up within say 30 days, they're going to ship it back to or return to sender. I mean,
But if it's in France, I mean, the French postal service going to return to sender? I don't know.
I don't know. Just as long as we don't get charged back for it. All right, Mr. Sadie, we'll do that. We'll give you a big heads up on that one. You can get your guitar out and start writing you some songs.
I got the eBay blues.
That's right.
They're coming down on me. I got the eBay blues. Whoa, woe is me. I got the eBay blues.
Yeah, that'd be okay anytime. Really. James W says that they didn't used to be returns allowed on authenticity guaranteed stuff either, but they allow it now. You know, it's just me, and I guess it's just the dark side trying to come over. But if I was I started to say a chick, if I was a woman and I had a special to do to go to, and I wanted to buy a Gucci purse and to carry it for this weekend, and then bring it back and then send it back, return it. I guess that's why so many people went to. They don't pay for returns unless it's something that the eBay people say that you have to, like item not as described or whatever. How can item not as described on that stuff? So you don't have. It's a freaking Gucci purse. It's been authenticated. So does that mean that it's? Does that mean that it's got to be stuff like there's damage or that type of thing for it to be returned as item not as described? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like I thought that was the point of sending high dollar items to the authentication people is so they can make sure it's like it's supposed to be, and it's an actual real product. A Louis or a Coach or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Making my head hurt, all this crap.
Um, let's see. So you going to Branson on Thursday, Mr. Sadie? You gonna play some cards?
He says his wife is going to shop until he drops.
Yeah. Well, I figured he was gonna be going with her, and he's gonna play some cards while she's there. While she's shopping, he's gonna play some cards. Well, I'll think about you because I'm
We got
hoping about this time on Thursday. I'm going to be about Savannah, Georgia, having breakfast at the Cracker Barrel.
final day of taxes.
Oh, you stay home and let her shop. You're supposed to sit out there outside the store holding her purse while she's inside shopping with your credit card.
Oh, and this he got plenty of time. There's still like 18 days left before taxes are due.
James Seppa, there's always IC3 to back you up. What is IC3?
Roman's headed to do taxes. Boy, I wouldn't want to do Roman's taxes. I bet his stuff is everywhere with a joke on every receipt. You see the stuff that Roman puts up on, was it Instagram? Where do I see his man? Maybe it's Facebook. He puts up some funny stuff. KGP is doing his
Oh,
taxes.
internet crime complaint. Okay. Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
Roman's got some crazy Instagrams. Do you make those up yourself, Roman, or do you get those from somewhere? He'll do like two or three a day, and I'm like, where do you come up with all this? I could see you coming up with a one or two, or maybe two a week, but he's doing them.
Todd, I thought Mr. Sadie was the one that got you involved in this card plague. But you're
Oh,
his degenerate friend.
he's the one who got me started back. I mean, I
Oh, okay.
played internet poker, what, 12, 15 years ago. Yeah, here's one from Roma. There's a girl with her breast disease hanging out doing their shopping, and Roman's comment was, "Just got back from groceries. How about 42 tomatoes, 25 certain?" You know, he just stood there uh, buying vegetables. He's nuts.
Yeah, that's what I do. Is I just repost stuff that strikes me funny, or it's applicable to my family. Like I post a lot of like little kids on horses and like animals and stuff like that because my niece has.
Like this one. He put up, "Don't let your husband stop you from finding the love of your life." Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, especially if you live in a state where she gets half of what he's got. So, has anybody got anything exciting going on this week besides people doing their taxes and Mr.
Oh
Sadie's
God,
wife going shopping?
this weekend is garage sale, so
That's right. You're doing your big garage sale this weekend.
getting all this crap out to the carport and ugh, I'll, I'll be tired by Saturday night.
Okay, Todd, you missed your opportunity at the carport, having a yard sale at the carport.
Uh, Yesterday I went and did my big auction pickup. I spent $700 on new stuff to sell. Man,
Is that for YouTube? I mean, for YouTube. Is that for eBay or is that for the yard sale?
uh, some of the military stuff I'll put in the yard sale, but no, the vast bulk of it's going to be eBay. Like James Avery jewelry. You ever heard of James Avery?
No, sir.
It's a very sought after silver manufacturer,
Right.
silver jewelry. Like this silver pen, ordinarily, if it was a bunch of other brands, would sell for maybe $35. But because it's James Avery, it'll sell for 75 or $80. And this pendant last sold on eBay for $130.
Dang. We have a James Avery store here in Charlotte. Actually, we have two of them.
And this pendant last sold on eBay for 75. So very sought after brand. So and I paid up. I paid $110, but by the time that stuff sells, it should be sell for around 250.
And this is saying, is it signed?
Oh yeah, they're all marked and signed.
You paid a buck
Those
50 a piece for them.
what? I just said how much I paid for them. Are you not
Did you? I'm
listening?
sorry, I was reading the chat. I can't do two things at one time, Todd.
Yeah, I paid $110 for those 3 pieces. But they should sell for over 200. So
Right. Yeah, that's with me too, Vanessa.
also got some more sterling. This necklace weighs almost an ounce and a half. So it's a pretty hefty necklace. And a matching bracelet. And a little sterling silver necklace. But yeah, I got tons of new military surplus stuff. Oh, I bought all kinds of crap. All kinds of crap.
Now, all your military stuff, that's in like in a bulk purchase, right? Like a lot, or
Yeah,
is
it'll
it
be like it's usually kind of like in a storage, in a big storage bin,
right?
tote. And they just hand you the tote when you come for pickup. But that all that military stuff this time didn't look all that hot
Right.
to resell. Usually you can go through those lots and find a few good pieces that sell for a lot, but not that one.
James, I watched some videos on doing that, and that looks like that gets kind of complicated.
I got a bayonet.
Is that what you're holding in your hand?
Yeah.
It looks kind of awful short, doesn't it?
I don't
I
know.
thought bayonets were about 2 feet long.
Well, I guess it depends on who you're stabbing, how big it needs to be. This
Well, if
has a
I'm going hand to hand, I want it to be as long as possible.
this has a 16-inch blade. That ought to
Okay.
stab you pretty good.
Yeah.
So it says US OL uh, and then 1942. So I guess it's a World War II.
Yeah. I would. I would assume so.
It's got a piece of the plastic broken off here, and a big old chip out of this side. But still,
It deflected. That's where it deflected a bullet.
I guess. 1942 to now, that's how many years? A bunch.
Yeah, about 80, right?
So I guess this blade is 80 years old. So just stuff to sell. All kinds of stuff. Got a Sony Handycam. Uh,
Dang, Todd, these people are harsh this morning.
well, they're always harsh. What they say?
Todd, did you? James W says, Todd, did you make that in your first job?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty harsh. Let's see. This is Sony. Hopefully it works. SONY
That's okay, like bring them on.
ECB
We're not talking about anything
DRB.
serious this morning.
No, DCR. TRB 320. 320. And sold listings. So this camera, if it's working, sells between 125 and 165. No, 125. Yeah. 125 and 165. So, need to get that tested and listed today. Well,
The camera.
let's see if it'll power on. I got the cord right here. I got your cord right here.
Did anybody in the chat have one of the first digital cameras that you put the 3 1/4? No, let's see. Yeah, the 3.5 inch floppy disk in. The first digital camera we had one of those.
I bet that cost a lot back then.
It was actually a gift from Roberta's parents. Because we were getting ready. We got it right before we went and got Sergey from Russia. No. The digital camera from your parents. Or was that when we went to Vegas after we came back from Sergey? I don't remember. It's been so long ago.
Oh, I heard it beep. The light came on the side.
Ours was a Sony. Yeah, I don't want to sound like a pawpaw here, but just in mine and Todd's life, we have seen technology change. So, not things are made better, things are made smaller, things are more, they're just better product. Unlike our parents, they saw things like electric lights and telephones and that type of thing. So, can you imagine what our kids will see in their lifetime or our grandkids? If people don't, if people start getting creative again, because I was watching the show, it's talking about the the lowest, it's the lowest number of inventions that have, practical inventions that have come about in the last 25 years is the lowest in 100 years. Shut up, James. Yeah, I remember when you we didn't have cable TV because it was too far out.
Retro.
Low tech urinal.
The tape inserter is stuck in open position. Doesn't seem to want to go back. Crap.
No, like we had wheels when I was young, and they were attached to very large, powerful, heavy automobiles. If you took that night, if you took that 1965 Plymouth Sport Fury my dad had and drove it into a Mercedes 600S, it would destroy that Mercedes. It was a big ass heavy car. And this it says to shake it, rattle it.
Shake it. Shake it real good. Well, crap. Doesn't look like it's going to work. Maybe it just needs to charge a while.
um, yeah, Landshark, Craig, I got a camera from the thrift store, and when I popped it open, it was a memory card. And I looked at and I hit see what was on it, of course, being nosy. And I'm like, oh goodness! And I clicked it, and popped it out, and handed it to Roberta and said, "Take a look at these." And an African American man was quite happy with his equipment. He wanted to show it for the world.
Well, I can always sell the charging cord. I know it works.
Sell us the parts, if nothing else. Because there's some YouTube channels out there. Some of these guys, and there's a couple of girls too. They love tearing this stuff apart and fixing it and putting it back together, just because they can.
uh, I get too many things that just need cleaning or repair or whatever.
Well, that thing's what, 30 years old?
I don't know. It's like I just got in a battery for the Roomba that I got somewhere. I have to figure out how to install a Roomba battery. And if that works, then good. If it doesn't, even with the new battery, I guess I can go ahead and resell the battery.
I tell you what, could you imagine these Instagrammers trying to, and YouTubers that do all the makeup shots and running around shots, trying to do that with one of the old video cameras that was just, you had to throw it up on your shoulder. It was so big. That would be a good thing for one of the conventions, the uh, YouTube conventions, is to get some of the popular, YouTubers and send them out with those big old cameras. They require the big old VHS tapes and send them out with it. They would be tired when they got back.
Oh, there it is. Here's your camera, Tom. Sony Mavica.
Turn it a little bit more.
Which way?
That's good right there. Okay, ours was solid silver. It didn't have the black handle, but yeah, that's basically what it was.
I guess this one uses those floppy disks, I
Yeah,
guess.
show if it's got a floppy disk in it. Show it the lag.
No, it don't have a. It's got the place where you insert a floppy disk, but
Okay, it doesn't have one in it.
it doesn't have one in it. Um,
Boy, these people are harsh this morning, Todd. Anytime, I mean, and I know I said that before, but this is even better.
okay.
Call Sonny. Maybe they will replace it under warranty.
You reckon? Yeah, just show us your original receipt and that you purchased it within the last year. hmm Um, God, how do you even power this thing on? I don't see a place to plug it in. And of course, it doesn't have a power cord, so sell it for parts, I guess. FD Drive 2X MPEG movie. Open battery, that might do it. Let's see if the battery compartment's corroded. Or, well,
What did you do? And that's a buy it to use for your records, or and just didn't use it?
1942 called. They want their camera back.
Boy, that'd have been sci-fi for 1942. Wow, that's a bargain, Landshark.
Aha. So it uses NPF 550. So I don't have a charger for that, I don't guess. So that's no good. There's two cameras I got that won't be able to sell.
Sell them for parts. If you can't fix them, somebody will buy them. Um,
Let's
you
see how
know,
much a charger costs.
we talk about everything's in gigabytes now. I got 16 gigs of RAM, all this kind of stuff. I remember when if you had 4 megs of RAM, you thought you were shitting in high cotton, boys. I'm telling you what, 4 meg of RAM won't even will anything even start with that anymore. At 100 meg hard drives.
Shoot, the charger's like $15, and you gotta wait for it to get from Hong Kong, Kong Hong. Can you even get the floppy disks for these anymore?
Anybody? Yeah, yeah. I remember that. I remember when we got upgraded to 56K on AOL. You know, everything we had. My first experience with computers was we had just regular DOS, and then you could add on 3.1. You know, if you wanted the Windows experience. Yeah, 56K modems were beasts. Mine, Roberta and I had bought a computer. It was a compact 486DX2, 66.2 or something like that. It was $2,800. Could you imagine what $2,800 would have bought you today? I used to program in BASIC because I wrote a lot of routines to do stuff for the company I worked for. They were not complex and they weren't graphic intensive and all that kind of stuff. It was just like doing number calculations. Yeah, DX266. It was a beast. Good old AOL. Good morning, Debbie. How's things down in Australia? Yeah. Do you remember? You older folk, do y'all remember getting the gamer magazines and they have a disc in it that usually had like the first 8 levels of a game, the demo?
Ooh, there's a Canon camera worth $85. Bum, bum, bum.
You must have watched Scott's show. It's
No,
town.
let's see if it'll charge up. Plug this bad boy in. We should have an answer before the end of the show.
Yeah, like PC Gamer magazine. Anessa. Well, I was never too big into the console games. Even though I had a Nintendo, the gray box. I think I left it at an ex-girlfriend's house. Way before Roberta. So that clarification in there.
BR before Roberta.
Yeah, BR before Roberta. What was that, honey? What was that that store we used to go to that had all the movies and media play? Did any of y'all have a media play around where you lived at? It'd been a long time ago, 25 years ago.
Never heard of it.
It was a rocking store. It had movies and music and VHS movies and all that, gaming, computer gaming, and all that. Good times, good memories. Shut up, lag. Yeah, we had one. We actually had one in Rock Hill
How about
in
a
the last cat.
quasar handycam?
Cool, Deb. Well, you came to the right place, because this is got a lot of vintage collectors on it, and I'm not talking about the stuff they collect. Yeah, if anybody's ever looking for anything, and if you're in the show, you want to do a shout, I'm looking for such and such for your collection or whatever, or you've got 3 of the 4 items to make a complete set, feel free to shout it out. Don't bother me. I
Yeah,
just don't want I don't want anything like your porn sites and stuff like that. But you
I'm
know,
looking for gold bars. If anybody wants to get rid of theirs cheap, I'm your man.
well, good to hear that, Mr. Sadie. Is she going to be home for like a week?
How come your granddaughter's got all the brains that you were supposed to get?
Tell her she's got a job now. She can take Grandpa out for a milkshake. I don't know what OnlyFans is. Oh, how do you know that, Roberta? I don't know what OnlyFans is. I don't frequent those kind of sites. I'm a married man that loves his wife more than anything.
Is that the site where you pay people to shake their booty for you?
Yeah, that's just what Roberta said. I was like, how do you know that? No,
So it's like amateur porn or something.
I guess. Leave it to Craig to come up with that. I didn't. What is this? It's a new chat. Well, it might not be new. It's new to me. It's like a chat app only something, or anyway, it's another chat app that I've heard them talking about on videos. And like he's on OnlyFans. Yeah, he would be. WhatsApp. Is that it? Is that the new chat app?
Kind of makes you wonder what he gets paid for if he gets paid on OnlyFans.
Well, there's a lot of girls over on Reels and whatnot that shake it for nothing. Okay.
Yeah, James, it's probably best not to ask, huh?
Because it comes up in my feed. WhatsApp, okay, is a text chat app. Okay. I didn't know that. I mean, I just heard people talking about it, and it was like a texting, messaging kind of thing, which is also owned by Google. All right, it's 10:01. I got to get out of here. I got a bunch of stuff I got to get done today.
Stock market's in the red.
What's silver and gold looking like?
Let's
Silver and
let's
gold.
look. Well, I got
Okay.
it run through their little ad on the app. Okay. Silver's mostly sideways, but it's down a little bit. What's gold done? And gold is up a little bit this morning. So, not much. They're both kind of going sideways.
Right. Well, we have a high pollen alert today, so if anybody's out and about, if you're having the same kind of high pollen alert,
Oh, God. We got
wear wear your mask.
live oak trees here and just turn everything yellow.
Yeah. All right. Roberta's got to get on a call. So I'm going to end it here. Thank y'all for coming in and visiting with us this morning. Scott will have the morning show tomorrow. And Todd, are you doing it Thursday and not
I
doing it
guess I'm
Friday?
going to do it Thursday because Friday morning I'm going to be out. That's my day to shop the county-wide garage sales, and then I'm going to do my garage sale on Saturday.
All right. All right. So you heard it there. Check out Todd on Thursday morning because I will be gone. And I will be back the following Tuesday. I'll be back Monday, but I'll be back on the show on Tuesday. So anyway, y'all have a great day, great weekend. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Deb, for coming in.